Hey guys, I'm back. So I just want to understand something about life that when you're talking words, when you're actually living a free spirit, when you're understanding how to do things on your own, you realize some things about life. And now the realization that you get to in life is you have to speak a lot of things into life. You have to be able to actually coach people. You have to every single day do something that's going to help your life to succeed. So the thing is that when you go traveling or when you go somewhere, you go cafes, you sit down, you have something to eat, you look at the people around you. For example, you go read something around town. For example, you read the people, you read the situation. You understand? You have to understand the whole experience of life. You understand? You get to talk to people along the way. For example, you get to visit places you've never been to. You understand? Because you're trying to experience something new. You're trying to help yourself in some kind of way to expose your story or something like that. So the thing is, then you write an autobiography of yourself. You understand? Because it's something that it's your story. You understand? Your story has to be exposed. And you have to every single day expose your story so that you can be free from it, so that you can understand it, so that you can give your story to people, so that people like your partner or other people about your life can read they can read about your life, and they can update themselves about your life, and they can help themselves with your life. Yes, and that's the whole point of understanding the story of your life. And it's just elaborating. You have to be able to elaborate about things every single day so that you understand something about whatever's going on. So the more you actually expose content, the more you actually help yourself to succeed. Yes, and so you need to do something with yourself every single day that's going to be content, and that's going to be something that's knowledge, so that you can actually have a whole experience about life. In a sense, so either watching a film, getting out and about, going for bushwalks, going for a boat cruise, going to Seahorse World or Platypus House, saying go to the zoo, get yourself out and about around people. Look at the people, talk to some people, saying give your business card to someone, for example, saying. And when you give your social media to people, they can find you, they can find the information you're doing online. And then you talk words to people. Yes, and you talk a lot of words to people. You try to make the conversation interesting. You try to talk about yourself in front of people. Try to say what's on your mind. Give any kind of idea that is possible out there that you can give. And update people about something. And update the world about you. And that's what you need to do every single day of your life. You need to be able to every day talk words into the planet. Talk a lot of words every single day. And do it in your journal. Do it in your audio programs and video programs that you make. Do it in your photography, for example. Do it in your music production or art or painting. Do it in your designs that you're doing online. You eventually do need a website, for example. You need to showcase your skills. You need to showcase who you are online. And then you have to also do some paid advertising here and there, because you want to get your name across. You want to make a legacy for yourself. You want to make some money along the way. You want to make a living for yourself. And you have to. You have to do something with yourself that where you're giving money for people to see your content. You understand? And when you start giving a lot of content every single day, then you start helping people in massive ways. You understand? And then it comes back around. So the more money you give for paid advertising for people to see you, the more they'll get your stuff, they'll get your books, they'll get your content. And once they get your content, you've helped them. You understand? They've helped themselves, of course, but you've helped them with the knowledge that they bought from you. Yes, and they invested in you, and you have to give them a product. Yes, and you have to give them something to think about. You have to give them something to become aware about. Yes, and that's the whole point of traveling. That's the whole point of experience every single day. And then when you go traveling, you can go to hostels, for example, because hostels are more affordable than hotels or pubs. And you have to realize that the thing is that Hostels are the most affordable accommodation in the planet. You understand? And then you got motels and hotels. You understand? But the thing is, you have to realize every single day you give money for something, make sure that you're learning something from the experience. Make sure that all your experience of your life goes into words. And now recently I wrote my autobiography. And what did I learn from it? I learned something in words. I learned something about the words that I was talking about myself in some kind of way. I learned how my picture of my life came into words. You understand? And I see the words about it, for example. And I see that my autobiography is like a movie. It's a movie of my life in words. And now it doesn't need to be on the screen of a film. You understand? It's already in a film. It's just in an ebook. It's an ebook. It's a book online. You can get yourself. It's $12, okay? And now you have to realize this whole book about my life in terms of my autobiography is going to elaborate things for you about how I was with women, how I was with people. And it's going to help showcase some things about my life that's going to show you into my door, into where I lived in my life, how I was, what did I do. All my content online does this for you. Yes, and you have to realize that the thing is that if you pay for something, you deserve it. You understand? So the thing is that I don't expect you to go read my stuff. You understand? The thing is, you have to realize that there's so much knowledge out there in the world that you can get your hands on. You understand? And there's a lot of competition in knowledge. You understand? But the thing is that each knowledge that you go to, or anybody you go to for help, is unique to your experience. Everything's unique. So my words here in this audio program are unique and nobody else has ever said it in life. You understand? In terms of how I've done it in this audio program. But the thing is, you have to always, every single day, coach people. Coach people because you never know when you have kids. Maybe you have kids. Or maybe when you have kids, okay? When you're going to have kids, for example, your kids can go inside of your YouTube channel. They can go inside of your social media. They can see all about you. You understand? And this teaches them how you are as a person. This teaches them, this teaches people, it teaches everyone everything about life, which is knowledge. Knowledge is everything that you can get your hands on. You understand? Everything's knowledge. The phone is knowledge. The bottle of Coke is knowledge. The cup of coffee, the liquid, the sea, everything is knowledge these days. You understand? Some knowledge you can touch, other knowledge is invincible. You understand? Everything's imagination. You understand? And you have to realize when you go out and about or when you go and talk to people, you'll meet someone along the way and this person's going to be for you. Maybe you have to realize that you have to make this happen. You understand? You have to make this happen in your life. You have to communicate words to people. It's very simple. You understand? You have to realize that you may see a beautiful person walking down the street or at the library or sitting down somewhere at a coffee shop or maybe somewhere in the hostel or whatever it is. You have to realize if you're traveling and if it's not the best time for you to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, then realize you have to be single. You understand? You have to realize that the best thing in life is to be single. You understand? Because the thing is that when you're single, you get to enjoy your life. You get to be on your own. You have to have, you get to have more time for yourself. You understand? You get to do things that you want to do. You understand? You get to have more money in your life as well. You understand? Because the thing is, you have to realize, yes, it's nice being single as well. Do you understand? But the thing is, you also eventually need to transition. You understand? You need help from other people. You understand? So the thing is that if you ever want kids, then you need a girlfriend or boyfriend for that. So the thing is that there's always a good time for something. You understand? So you have to actually get into a position sometime in your life where you're actually coaching a lot of people every single day about life. About anything about life. Everything is coaching about life these days, you understand? People, the way they dress, the way they see the world, the way the perspective goes in their imagination and the way they speak about life, everything's teaching you life, you understand? Everything's showing you in words what you can do. You understand? And now sometimes you have to go to the museum. You have to start reading in the museum, for example, about galaxies, about cyclones, fires around town, about how they see all these things. And then you have to understand also the history about the place that you're visiting, or you have to understand also the history about how it was back then compared to now. You understand? And how the time evolved. You have to understand that. You have to understand history. You have to understand mathematics. You have to understand everything about knowledge that you can understand. But you have to learn something every single day of your life. That's what it is. You understand? You have to actually educate yourself on your own time. You understand? And now I understand how people go 9 to 5, for example. They work their asses off. You understand? They come to their family and they sleep. You understand? The thing is that these people don't have words going for them. You understand? They don't have a lot of words that they speak about life every single day. And it's because they don't see much in the words that they speak about. They don't see that their words can open the world. They don't see that the words that they speak out of their mouth opens up reality for them. You understand? And it opens up a door where you can go through, and it opens up something inside of you that you have something to give, that you have something that you can do every single day of your life, and that's speak words. And so when you get to a point in your life when you're actually moving on, you're moving along now, you're giving knowledge, you're expressing yourself, you're expressing your mind, you're giving a lot of knowledge. The thing is that that's the door to success. That's how you actually open up this whole world of fascination. Yes, and so the thing is that, yes, I may not be the most successful person in the world, but my words are definitely the most successful. You understand? Everything I speak out of my mouth is the most successful thing that you can understand. You understand? So the thing is, you have to realize that's how powerful my words are. My words are so powerful that they travel everywhere around life. You understand? The thing is, you have to realize that's why I make content, because I found myself now. I found my rhythm. I found exactly what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. You understand? And I'm just going to do it through the words that I speak about. Every single day, writing in my journal, writing about life, writing about what's on my mind, speaking my mind on YouTube, just updating people about life, and whether they want to go through my knowledge or not, that's up to them. But the thing is that my knowledge does help. You know, everything I speak out of my mouth gives an idea, and everything that I give in terms of my life is ideas. You know, so I have to every single day understand how to actually get from 1A in terms of one point to point B. You know, I have to go from point A to point B every single day of my life. And I have to understand everything about understanding how to do so. And it's just through the words. In a sense, so the more words you speak about life, the more life you have in you. And many people don't have a social media where they post a lot of content on it. You know, because they don't think that they got something in terms of talent that they can give to the world. Do you know why? Because they have not been taught. They've not been taught how to do so. You know, they need the knowledge first before they do anything. You know, but the thing is that they have to unlock this knowledge inside of themselves. You know, the thing is that the only thing that can unlock you, and the only thing that can help you in life to succeed, or to help yourself to prosper, or to help yourself to become a great version of yourself, is to unlock the words to do that. You know, so you have to realize, if you say no to something, then make sure you're doing something that's going to help you. You know, so make sure you understand that whatever's going to help you in life is your words that you speak out of your mouth. I promise you, that's the key to life. I promise you, the key to life every single day is understanding how to speak your own words. You know, so when you speak your own words every single day, you become someone in this life. It's just that simple. And then you do some paid advertising here and there on your content. And then guess what? People start clicking on your content. And the more clicks you have on your life, the more clicks and the more people click on your content, the more likely it is that someone's going to get your content and share your name around. You know, so the thing is, that's why knowledge is so powerful. Knowledge is so powerful that your name will stay here forever, because you did some paid advertising, because you did some kind of advertising online, you gave your business card to people. It all comes back around into your name. You understand? People will share you around. And now people who you give your business card to in life, they always have you in the back of their mind. Whoever understands your name, for example, whoever has seen your name in life on paper or they heard it or somewhere or anything like that, it's always in the back of their mind. Your name is always with them in spirit. You understand? And that's why you have to realize whoever you meet in daily life, you're already popular because they've seen you. You understand? The more times they see you, the more chances you have for a girlfriend, for a boyfriend. You understand? So if you go to a place where they dance, you'll meet some new people. You'll see who you vibe with. You'll see exactly how it goes. You can go for a walking cruise with people. You can go somewhere where people go. You understand? Go to a community somewhere and hook yourself up with someone. You understand? And now that doesn't mean one night stand with these people. You understand? It means that you are communicating in terms of daily life to these people, your knowledge and your life. And then when they see your knowledge online and what you can provide for these people, then you have credibility, you have reputation, you have something that you're doing that they are not. You understand? You're doing something that they are not doing. You understand? You're doing your own knowledge. You're doing your own key. Your own key is your knowledge. So you have to realize every single day of your life, you're speaking words into the planet, you're helping yourself to live a great life, and then at seminars or when you make events around people, you talk about the fucking same knowledge that you're talking about everywhere. You understand? You talk about the same thing all over again. You understand? At seminars and everything. Because these people are yet to hear this kind of stuff. They're yet to hear that they need to speak words. Because they don't know this. They don't know that they have to speak words. You understand? They're speaking words all their life and they have nobody to tell them this information. You understand? Except me. You understand? And I realize something. A lot of people say communicate daily life. Communicate. Yes, communicate. Of course, communicate. But they need to hear the words. Hey, speak words. You understand? They have not realized this yet. Apparently, this whole world has not realized yet that they need to speak words. You understand? Apparently, it's a simple rule. You understand? It's so easy to speak your own words. The more words you speak, the more content you make. It's so simple. You understand? So the thing is, you have to realize that's all my work every single day at what I do and how I've learned my life. You understand? How I've learned to live my life and how I've learned how to go about my life now. You understand? All I'm doing right now is speaking words. That's all my work. Everything I've ever done in my life is just words. I put it into an audio, I put it all into an ebook, I put it all inside of my content online, inside videos, inside audiobooks, inside audio programs. I've done it. You understand? I've done books. I'm an author. Now, because I'm an author, I have to write more books. That's my job. So you have to realize that because I write a lot of books, if I ever go to a seminar, okay, and I make my own seminar, I can say, hey, I've made 100 books. Go read it. It's online. You understand? And then guess what? Long after you're gone from that seminar and they're gone home and now they're at home and now they see, hey, they go on your social media profile, they see your autobiography, they see, for example, they see all your books on Amazon.com.au and they see, for example, on Amazon, you've got so many ebooks that they can read. And then guess what? They're reading for the next year. For the next year, they're going to read from you about everything you're saying. You understand? And then everyone wants to share your experience about life. You understand? Everyone does want to share your experience. They want to understand you. They want to understand exactly your point of view and what do you have to say. And it's still going on today. People see and do want to still hear about whatever is going on in your life. Yeah, you have to understand. When I was back in high school, when I was going out and freaking trying to have sex with all these people and trying to hook up and trying to waste time and trying to go with friends and all this, it was all a nice experience. You understand? But I didn't quite have my words yet. You understand? Yes, I was talking words with people, but I didn't realize that, hey, I have something special in me. You understand? And now you have to realize, yes, I always seen that I have something, but I didn't know what it was. I did not know what do I have in my life that I can give to people, that I can contribute somehow to humanity, that I can give something of myself where people can be liberated by it, where people can understand so much about it. And what is that? It's just information, my story, my words, my music, everything that I'm doing in my life is now coming to a reflection. It's coming to a certain point in my life where for the next year I'm just going to be making content. And then the thing is that eventually it's going to lead me somewhere. It's going to lead me into a deeper thinking state. I'm going to be able to think better. I'm going to be able to do better. But the thing is, I'm every single day trying to work on myself. And now, guess what? If I don't do the best in my diet, the thing is, I do the best in my words. You understand? And because I'm doing words every single day, then it makes up my life that, hey, I want to have a dessert cake. I want to have that. You understand? I want to eat one. You understand? Because the thing is, I deserve it. You understand? I can go to a coffee shop, get myself a cake, sit down and eat it. You understand? The thing is that, hey, I'm not so fussy about my health. You understand? I'm fussy about my words. You understand? I want to be fussy about my words. You understand? I want to be able to elaborate things about life. I want to be able to showcase something. I want to be able to give my heart and soul to people. You understand? So that I can understand something about life. That's the main thing that I want in my life. I just want to be able to understand all these words. You understand? Because there's so many words out there about different sequences and different ways of speaking something. You understand? And then you coach people and you just give words. That's all you're doing. That's how you coach people. You coach people through words. And now if people think that I'm going to sit down and talk with them for my whole life, you understand? This is what I'm doing online. I don't have to be with you personally to teach you. You understand? All I need to do in my life is send all my content online. I just send everything online. Hey, I understand I'm a greatness already. I understand I have greatness inside of me. Yes, maybe I'm not the best individual in the planet, you understand, but my words are. My words are the best, you understand? And my words are just as good as anybody else's, you understand? So the thing is, you have to realize everything that you say is an idea. And what you state in life comes true, you understand? So you have to find your way. You have to learn things. Learn about life. Go through life every single day, understanding every single aspect of what everything is. You understand? Understand every single detail about life. That's how you get wise. That's how you bring wisdom into your life. But if you do nothing with your wisdom, then you will have nothing. You understand? You need to do something with what you have. You need to do something with it by creating something. And the more you create and give to the world, the more you make your name in this world. The more you actually prosper, the more you succeed, the more you have something to say, the more you actually give ideas, the more you actually help yourself to do everything in life, to do something that's going to help you. You understand? So the thing is that I don't have to send you content personally to make you love me. You understand? The thing is that I send it online anyway. You understand? If you want to ever come down to my restaurant, you're always welcome. My restaurant is online. It's all my knowledge. That's my real restaurant. You understand? That's the restaurant that I do in my life. I found my restaurant. I do hospitality. It's all my words. My words are hospitality. You understand? My words are labor. My words are pickpacking. My words is everything. You understand? My words is all the words of the world. You understand? So the thing is, you have to realize everything that you can say in words is coming true for you every single day. So you have to realize every single day you have to always understand even more about life and give so much information about life so you can understand what it is about life that you can do. So the more you actually expose your information, the more you give it online, the better you are. Yes, and so you have to realize that's why you have to give a lot of content. You have to give a lot of things in life so that you can become successful, so that you can have a life, so that you can have something that's going to be thoughtful and that's going to be giving so much content because you're a generous person. That's what makes you rich. You have to be generous to be rich. You understand? And the more generous you are, the more you're creating something. And the more you create something, the more you have to give. You understand? I can give one business card to someone. And because I gave that business card to someone, I gave them 2,700 hours of video and audio programs. I gave them 52 ebooks. I gave them 10 hours of music. And I also gave them 30,000 photos of myself online and more. You know what I'm saying? I gave them my whole life. I gave them in that business card. You know what I'm saying? Everything about my life. You know what I'm saying? Everything I ever created in my life, I gave them in that business card. You know what I'm saying? I gave them everything I have. You know what I'm saying? Promise you, it's more worth giving your business card to someone so that they can understand you online than giving them money. Trust me. They'd rather have your knowledge than your money. Do you understand? So you have to realize every single day, the more you actually give for yourself, the more you're going to understand that knowledge is all you can give. You understand? Everything you can give in life is your knowledge. Knowledge is a story. Knowledge is fairy tales. Knowledge is truth. Knowledge is evil. Knowledge is good. You understand? Knowledge is everything. You understand? But the world is always good. You understand? And now it's always what you do with your knowledge. You understand? It's what you understand about life that counts. And then when you understand something, you give it right away. You don't wait. You don't wait to give. You just go give. You give of yourself in your own time. You understand? And when you give of yourself in your own time, you go do something special with yourself every single day. You make something come true. Make a lot of things in life. Make yourself come true. Anyway, guys, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this program. I hope that you share my name with your friends. Share everything around my knowledge. Share it with people. I promise you, it's always going to be foundational with people to understand that when you share knowledge around, when you share my knowledge around, when you share my name around, when you share my ideas with people, when you go get my books, when you go get all my knowledge, you understand my point of view and where I'm going in my life, and you understand my experience and how I've gone about my life. You understand? And then once you understand exactly how I went about it, then you can understand exactly how to go about it. You understand? So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next program, and I hope that you go now today, just go learn with yourself, go enjoy your life, and go be the best version of yourself.